Hi. Yeah. Okay. So, another pile of numbers and statistics. How do we really start talking about food sovereignty and food security without kind of putting people to sleep and maybe have fun and be engaging on the way? That's some of the aims of the Ice Cream Olympics, which is actually an open source art project happening in New Mexico. So it's, as I said, it's an open source project that really wants to kind of gather and promote all the skills and knowledge that already exists in the area. It's also a 3-month artist residency and a participatory event on the 28th of September. And it's hosted by LEAP and the BLM. So LEAP, Land Experience and Art of Place, is a direct programme of Locology, which is a local 501 that seeks to develop self-reliance through interdependence. NeoRio is LEAP's annual arts festival, and it's in its 5th year, and they hold events at Wild Rivers and also at Ocho in Cuesta, which is a community art space. This year, the format's slightly different. Normally, they have shorter artist projects, but this year it's a 3-month residency, and that's used to kind of build awareness of the project and get people involved, really. It's co-hosted by the BLM, and I'm really interested in how a public artist can move away from the monumental. Art Services Unincorporated is another partner. This is an organisation I developed basically as a strategy to engage artists in a different way with regeneration agendas. And it actually, it was hosted at this old bakery, which was a squatted social centre. Tasty is actually a body of work within Art Services Unincorporated that works with art and food, and it's a series of curated performances and shared meals. It also provides a cohesive framework, as does ASU, because it's not Anita McKeown, the artist. All the projects are made collaboratively and through participation. So the Ice Cream Olympics began in 2010 when I first came to Taos to do some research for my PhD. And it looks at how public artists could use permaculture as a design system to really look at a holistic process of engagement with the community. And what it shows up is a really deep audit, and you start to see where information flows and doesn't flow. At the time, my friend and sometimes collaborator, Robin Salant, came to visit, and we went to the Taos Archaeological Society potluck with an ice cream ball and the ingredients to make green chili and piñon ice cream. And so, as I said, the project is open source, and it's really about trying to promote what exists locally. It has 2 phases, the residency and then the final participatory event. And the residency really functions as a platform to gather that local knowledge that can then be really promoted through the final event. It was inspired by Exquisite Corpse, the surrealist game where basically new forms are made through remixing shared contributions. We call it Head, Bodies, Legs. You may remember you draw a head, you turn it over, and then you open it up and you see what collectively you have created. New Mexico is a really good foundation because its food is unique, and it's a fusion of Native American, Pueblo, Spanish, Mexican, cowboy chuck wagon, and European, and so much more. So I'm hoping that's a really good foundation for actually making new ice cream flavours. Chilies and pinto beans were designated the state vegetable in 1965, and there is actually ice cream flavours for both of them. Pinto beans served with biscotti. I've made green chili and piñon, and there's also corn ice cream as well. And so already you can see how 2 of the 3 sisters have been reimagined and used for other purposes. Sorghum. There's trials going on in eastern New Mexico at the moment. Unfortunately, most of them are GMO. But actually, sorghum is the most drought-resistant grain, really, that we have. And it's gluten-free. And at $2,500 per acre, it's really something that could be looked into for a sustainable crop. I've been working with a nurse practitioner because I think there's something slightly irresponsible about making ice cream in a county that has high diabetes. And so we've been looking at alternatives. And stevia has been used for generations, basically, to help with diabetes. It's a 0 on the glycemic index. We're also looking at making nut milks, which is really easy. And so that's another way where you can start to control the quality, the sweetness, and if you can control what's in your food. And this was shown really recently where a woman who hadn't had ice cream in years because she's diabetic was able to make her own ice cream. That's a big thing for her. So, the Olympics. Basically, ice cream balls are a really fun, safe, active way to make ice cream. They have two containers, two compartments. The inside is a sealed container where you put your ingredients, and the outside is for ice and rock salt. And you can roll them around, and rolling them around in that quick freeze combination basically gives you ice cream. So the Olympics is going to be a community field day, an intergenerational, playful, celebratory event where the sole purpose is for making ice cream, but only from local produce. Because the back end of the Ice Cream Olympics is really about food sovereignty and food security. So, it's a reverse engineered approach. The answers are already here. Sometimes they just need remixed and promoted in a different way. And so I hope that basically people will get involved and submit some teams, and for a fun way to really explore more nutritional ice cream, local diversity, and actually food sovereignty. You know, come and play, come and make ice cream with us. So I want you all to kind of save the date, which is the 28th of September. It coincides with the BLM's Public Lands Day. Registration starts tomorrow, 6 p.m. The reason we have to register is I am navigating the space between New Mexico's environmental laws. Because basically milk is a dangerous material, where it seems GMO Roundup is fine. So, really, I hope to see you there, and thank you very much for your time. And we'll be making ice cream in the intermission if you want to come and have a go.